Hey there, happy Wednesday. It's middle of the week, and rather than waiting till the end of the week, I was just like, let me do a sort of recap. Why? That's because I have some good news to share today. I was like, I can't wait till Saturday, I'll just tell you. Basically, I found the missing earring. It's such a roller coaster. I literally thought, you know, it's lost, gone, okay, move on. But then today, I was wearing again this scarf that I wore last time when I lost it, and it was like clawed onto it. And so here they are. I always do this with earrings. Wherever I put them down, like I always tie them together. So I'm really happy. Obviously, I never lose them when they're like laying it around. It's always if they like fall off. I'm gonna be more careful, but we'll see. I've got them, so I'm really happy. I wanted to do a video slightly earlier just because last week it was a really short recap. I was just kind of rushing. I feel like I'm always rushing. Today I'm staying at home this evening. I had a dance class, but I decided not to go because I was like, I just want to relax. So I'll go to the dance class next time. It's all good. I'll just give you a recap of like what's happened in the next week and a half because there's a few things that I forgot to mention last time. Good and bad. Let's start with the bad and then we'll continue with the good, shall we? I haven't been doing too good these past couple of days mentally, and it's the first time properly that I felt down since the beginning of the year. So I feel like, wow, January has been a good month. I've started the year strong, and right now I was just feeling a bit like, it's going down slightly, but it's all good. Like I'm slowly going back up again. You know, there's always ups and downs. It's tied to a few things, mostly around work. We're having a big restructuring in the project. Everything's a little uncertain. I'm used to uncertain, like that's the way I live by right now. I'm just seeing how things are going, but when I received the news I was just like, ugh, this doesn't sound too great. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. In terms of good news though, I don't know, I just love to share good things. I just love to share happiness. I have a bunch of other trips planned that I forgot to mention last week. So first of all, I already mentioned I'm going to go on holiday to Switzerland. Very exciting. Then I received this grant to attend a conference in Portugal. I'm very excited because it's paid for, but also because it's a really good opportunity to learn a lot from professionals. This is more like my career side of things, learning from professionals in my field. It's a lot of like networking and learning, so I'm really looking forward to that. And obviously it's in Portugal, so even better. Another thing, I was talking about me potentially going to Peru. I don't know if I should announce it as soon as I am right now, but I'm just gonna tell you. Basically, I'm not going to Peru anymore. I was never going to Peru. It was never meant to be, at least not for now. I am going to dun, 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 a very exciting place. Like somewhere where I've dreamed of going for a long time. A long time. Should I say? Should I say? I don't know. I'm teasing now. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to the Philippines. And I could not be more excited. Like a dream come true. So let me just, like, I'm going to the Philippines. I'm just beyond happy. And these past few days, like since I booked the trip, I've just not thought about it at all because it hasn't hit me that it's happening and that it's true. And so I haven't planned the trip, anything. I just got the flights and forgot about it. I forgot about it, you know? I just can't believe. Basically, why am I so excited? So, I don't know if you know already, but I'm half Spanish, half Filipino, or I'm Spanish-Filipino, and I've never been to the Philippines before. I just have this longing of like wanting to experience what it's like. Oh, it's just gonna be so incredible. And I couldn't be more excited. So now that I'm like saying it, it's like, wow, probably I should like sit down and like plan it a little bit. Yeah, I'm beyond happy, like blows my mind. My plan was to go to Peru earlier in the year, and now I'm going to the Philippines instead, and then go to the Philippines for like say Christmas. But because there's so many changes in my life, I don't know what was happening. I was just like, now or never. Go to the Philippines now. I'm going in the spring, and the reason why I was a bit skeptical in booking it for the spring is that it might be really, really hot, and I think it's like the hottest months to go. But you know what? It's just an excuse. That's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna go. It's never gonna be the perfect time. Might as well go now while I can, you know, while I can afford it, while I have the time. It's gonna happen, so I'm so happy. Another thing as well, I've been meaning to do this for a while. So last year I started learning a little bit of Filipino, or like Tagalog, the national language. I grew up not speaking a word like of Tagalog or like any other Filipino languages. I finally want to learn, and I'm really excited. I started Drops, like this app, language learning app that offers Filipino as a language. Every day I'm like learning the vocabulary and stuff, but I can't really say anything, right? It's just like random words. So I was like, I need to like properly learn. So I booked my first lesson with a tutor later on this week, so I'll let you know how that goes, but I'm really looking forward. It's not just that I want to learn Filipino and communicate to the people in the Philippines or from the Philippines. It's that I also love learning languages. I'm really passionate about linguistics and like understanding how people say certain things, how they communicate with each other, and even better, that is a language that calls to me in a different level. I have a video with my sister where we talk about growing up mixed race. In it, we talk about growing up knowing how to talk in Tagalog. So my mom's first language is Pangasinan, and I was actually debating whether to learn Pangasinan or Tagalog. A little bit of history on how Filipino became the national language in the Philippines. Filipino is based on the language Tagalog, and Tagalog was mostly spoken around Manila, the capital city, right? That sort of area. Essentially, Tagalog is very similar to Filipino, in that Filipino is Tagalog, but borrowing a lot of different words from Spanish, from English, due to the colonization in the Philippines from the Spanish, the Americans, etc. That's how the language came about, and that's the national language is now Filipino. And that's the language that I wanted to learn just because it's most widely spoken around the whole of the Philippines, and also the huge Filipino diaspora that there is worldwide. And so I feel like I could reach more people by learning this language. I obviously really want to learn my mother's mother tongue, Pangasinan. It's from a province in the north of the Philippines, but you need to learn how to prioritize. I wish I could learn everything, but it's a lot of effort learning one language. Imagine learning two, especially two that are like so completely different to the European languages that I'm used to learning, right? Like it's an added challenge. That's sort of how I'm feeling with this journey in starting learning Filipino. I obviously thought I had more time. I obviously have more time. It's not like, oh, I'm going on this trip and then I won't be able to learn it anymore. But because I was planning on going next winter, but now that I'm going this spring, I'm like, oh, I've got less time to learn. It's gonna be okay. I learned as much as I can. You know, it's not like I'm applying for a job where I need this language skill. It's just for my own benefit, and I think that I would enjoy the experience much more if I do communicate a few words, at least a few sentences in Filipino. I love that I'm sharing all of these great things with all of you right now, just because I was feeling down, but by voicing all the positive things that are happening, I'm just really excited about life again. So I appreciate you for watching, really, I do. Also, in terms of my legs, I went to the physio yesterday. Basically, it was like my last session. I mean, unless I really need to go back, like that was my last one. Because I feel like now I have the tools to pursue this progress and getting better on my own. He's been super helpful, my physio. Like he was like, if you ever need anything, just like give me a message. And like, if you have any questions about anything, as little as it might sound, like just tell me and I'll try and help you as best as I can. So I'm extremely grateful for him. Yesterday, I went on a run and it was raining. It was late. Also, my sister called, so I was like, okay, I'll speak to my sister. And then my dad called, so I was like, okay, I'll speak to my dad. My mom called. Like, I was talking to everyone, and then I looked at my watch and I was like, goodness, it's almost midnight. I went on my run at like 10:40. Something like that. It was super late, but I already had my running shoes on, so I was like, I'm going out, it doesn't matter. And it wasn't a long run, like it was like maybe 30 minutes altogether if you add all the walking and stuff. My runs are basically like 5-minute walk, run, recovery, run, recovery, run, recovery, how many series that is, and then 5-minute walk at the end. I did 2 series of 9-minute run and 1-minute walk. I actually went quicker than usual because my physio was like, no, like you should push yourself, like try and run faster, blah blah. And I was like, oh, I was scared. But no, it went really well. Like genuinely, my legs just carried me through, and I was just like smiling the whole time, even though it was pouring it down and raining and really miserable, but I was happy. A lot of the time it's about like perspective, right? So yeah, that was a big win. I'm really happy. I want to go out again today, but I'm like, I don't want to force it too much, so we shall see. Also, like now we're like carnival season, so I need to buy a costume because I'm going out with friends to like celebrate soon, so I need to plan that a little bit, just kind of see the craze here in France, like what is all about. I mean, obviously, like I grew up in Spain, I know what carnivals are like, but here they just do it differently, so I'm excited. Last thing, I think I need to call my driving instructor, but I think my application got approved, so I might be able to start driving lessons soon, which I'm looking forward to a lot. Yeah, that's that. I hope that you're having a lovely week, and as always, I'll see you next time.